Hello and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily show where we show you one cool thing we are testing out in the PC Mag labs. Alexa, play dance music.
Here's a station for dance music. Top Dance on Amazon Music.
That's not dance music. I'm Sasha Segan. This is Will Greenwald.
Take a seat.
Alexa, stop.
Right over there.
Alexa, stop.
And that is dance music. This is the Ultimate Ears UE Blast, which is a small, portable, rugged, weatherproof Alexa speaker.
Also, we went through your favorite genre. Let me say, that was dance music. This is mathcore.
Stop.
I have 3 friends who are metalheads who will get a good chuckle out of that joke.
Alexa, stop. Alexa's not stopping. Alexa can't stop, won't stop. Fortunately,
Also, I'm pretty sure that
there's a
wasn't
button.
dance music.
That was not. That was just like top 40.
Anyway, This is the Ultimate Ears UE Blast. It is the smaller version of the Mega Blast, which we reviewed a few months ago, and the Alexa-enabled smaller version of the Mega Boom, which we looked at last week.
Okay.
It is a rugged Bluetooth speaker that has Amazon Alexa, which means it's also a Wi-Fi speaker.
And also, and there aren't that many Alexa-enabled, portable, outdoors, ruggedized, weatherproof, battery-powered things, right?
No, because there's actually a bit of a misunderstanding, or at least an unclearness about what makes a portable speaker portable. Because there are a lot of small speakers, smaller than this, like the Google Home, the Echo Dot, like any of the first-party voice assistant speakers, which are small, they aren't portable because they don't have a battery, which means it needs to be plugged in. That's the first step. This goes a step further by being rugged, which means you can take it outside, it can deal with water. It's IP67 rated, which means you can dunk it in the pool, you can get it wet.
Does it float like the Mega Boom?
I believe it floats, but I'm not sure. You might want to check on that.
Okay.
And the 6 in the IP67, as opposed to IPX, which means it's not tested, means it is dust-proof, so you can actually get it gunked up and like hose it off.
Okay, okay. So what is the battery life like?
I believe it's around 12 hours. That will, of course, depend on what you listen to it through, what volume level, whether it's Bluetooth only, whether it's Wi-Fi. But you should be able to get a good party out of it.
Okay. And how's the sound quality? Let me call up another piece of music. One we may better be able to agree on. Alexa,
play Yes.
I was going to do that. That's what I was. Gonna do.
I was going to try to cut off Silent Shout.
Does it listen to me?
Did you turn it off?
Did I turn it off? I turned it off. Yeah, because I was trying to kill the top 40.
Alexa. It might actually take a minute to reconnect.
Yeah, it takes a minute to reconnect to the Wi-Fi.
Alexa, play Roundabout by Yes.
Come on, Alexa, come on, Alexa, come on, Alexa.
I'm trying to connect.
This is a cursed zone when it comes to voice assistant speakers. We found it many, many times when we highlighted it on the show. Whenever we try to use...
By Yes.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Hey,
Amazon
great.
Music.
You know what? It's on Bluetooth. I'll just play it on my phone.
No, here we go.
Okay, hey.
You just have to be a little bit patient. Be a tiny bit patient.
I'm not good at that.
Okay, but so we're getting some nice mid-range here. Come on, come on.
I love the opening to this song, and not just because it is the end theme to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 2.
We'll let this go for a couple more seconds just so you can hear so you can possibly hear it through
We
my
should actually
mic.
probably stop it before like 8 seconds, because then it'll like, if there is
Oh,
any
right,
kind of
YouTube
thing, be
will
careful. Yeah.
do that.
So,
Yeah, okay.
it sounds good, but this is the Blast. It is sort of a spin-off of the Boom, and both of those speaker lines aren't all that great for actually sounding, blasting, and booming, because their low-end performance is okay, not great. Our bass test track, the Knife Silent Shout, which has some very deep, strong, sort of square wave kick drum and bass. Yeah, I hate it, but we use it for testing. And it kind of distorts and doesn't really sound all that like rumbly on it. You can't expect a whole lot of rumble on a speaker this size, but even compared with other speakers we've seen, this doesn't do the best for low end, but it has a good balance across the rest of the audio spectrum. So once you're going into low mids and even just like regular bass, not super low bass, up to high end, it's a good balance.
Now, in terms of Alexa capabilities,
Yep.
are there any issues or concerns about this being a third-party Alexa product versus the first-party Amazon Alexa products?
There are not a whole lot. There is, you can use Spotify on it out of the box, so that's a nice thing, which has been an issue for a lot of the first-generation third-party Alexa speakers. Sonos, I believe it took a few months to put Spotify on it. A couple other companies. But the Blast, you can use Spotify, you can do, I think, TuneIn, iHeartRadio.
What about voice calling?
No.
That's a thing.
It's drop-in, so I wouldn't say it's a thing.
Well,
Because
no, you can make regular on first-party Alexa speakers. I'm thinking about how you can make regular phone calls out to just phone numbers from first-party Alexa speakers.
I don't believe you can do that with this, and you
Okay.
can't do Amazon's drop-in messaging.
Okay.
You also can't change the wake-up word, so you're stuck with Alexa. You can't say Echo or Amazon or Computer, which is kind of a shame, but not really a big deal. Like the few things it's missing from the Echoes, the first-party speakers, are pretty minor. You can do all the third-party skills. You can do all of the regular, just like voice control stuff, home automation, ask for information. You can do a lot of stuff with it.
Now, how well does it play with others?
Define play with others.
Like, if you have 2 of these, can they be a stereo pair? If you
can,
have
because-
12 of them, can you surround yourself?
I'm not sure about the surrounding yourself, but that is a feature that they did add with the Mega Boom 3 and Boom 3, which is the Bluetooth only one. The app for the Boom lets you have a stereo pair or like just a whole bunch, sort of like a party mode.
Right.
I believe you can actually have stereo pairs for this, and that's nice if you want to actually have stereo music, because a lot of these portable speakers, they're mono, or if they try to do stereo, you're not going to get any separation because it's just one speaker.
Yeah.
So you can at least do stereo pairs, and it does work as an Amazon speaker, so you can say like Alexa, play something on whatever room you assign it to.
You can set
and
up
you can go
rooms.
between that.
Yeah.
Not as powerful necessarily as say Google Cast or Sonos in terms of juggling a bunch of different rooms and playback systems, but it's pretty solid for what it does.
Now, one thing I'd like to point out, there is no wired input. There appears to be no wired input here.
Actually, there is.
Where is it? Where is it?
There's no wired input. There is the charging. That's it.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
a charging port, but there's no aux-in jack.
Right, there's no aux in, you can't stream over USB. This is entirely wireless. We have a question.
Is this the only color it comes in?
It comes in several different colors, I believe, like blue, gray, black. Ultimate Ears usually has a lot of different, color variations for their Boom and Blast speakers, so you're probably going to find something you like with, the combination of the fabric and rubber and just.
I know
whatever
it
style
functions
you
both
like.
as a regular Bluetooth speaker and as an Alexa Wi-Fi speaker.
Yes, it does.
And with Bluetooth, does it do aptX? Like,
I believe
does it
so.
have
I believe
lossless
it's.
codecs?
I believe it's up to date with I think Bluetooth 4.2 and all like the.
Okay.
It's going to sound good.
Okay. Another question.
How much smaller is this than the Mega Blast?
The Mega Blast is about up to maybe here, maybe 2/3 the weight. The Mega Blast, if it is similar to the Mega Boom 3, which we did look at more recently, that one has a battery that lasts 20 hours, and it does get a lot more powerful, though they still have the same small issues with very deep low end.
I kind of feel like this is the pint speaker and the Mega Blast is the quart speaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that's sure if you're not going to go with metric.
I am not. I'm far too American. Okay, so this is $180.
Yep.
Okay, so it's more expensive than a lot of the first-party Echoes, but of course those aren't portable. What about the Amazon Tap? Is that still out there? Does that fit into this?
I believe the Tap is maybe still out there. They haven't updated it in a while. But I think Amazon is kind of happier to just sort of license Alexa and enable third-party companies to make sort of the lesser speakers while still retaining Echo with the full capabilities of things like drop-in and et cetera, all those different things. So they have a handle on it, but they're also getting other people to get on board, which expands the ecosystem, which is, I guess, a win for everyone.
And now it's about the same price as the Mega Blast. It's just that the Mega Blast you get more sound, but no Alexa.
No, the
Alexa.
Mega Blast is $250. The Mega Boom, which is Alexa-less, is $20 more than this. They're similar
okay.
names.
Yeah.
The Boom is the Bluetooth-only version. The Blast is the Alexa version.
Okay. So you are paying a little bit extra for Alexa. Yeah.
But
okay.
not that much. I mean,
Not
it's
that much.
Not terrible. It's an extra $50 for the Mega Blast over the Mega Boom. An extra, I think, $30 from the Boom 3 over the for the Blast over the Boom 3. So not terrible, but it's do you want Alexa or do you just want Bluetooth?
Okay. Any more questions out there?
What's the main reason you use a smart speaker?
Usually when I wake up, it's to check weather and set timers. I'll be totally honest.
We have a smart speaker at home, and we do really enjoy just playing different kinds of music, and checking weather, and just asking questions without looking at screens. That's the thing. In our family, we're trying to reduce the amount we are constantly looking at screens. And so the fact that we can trigger the music without looking at a screen device and ask,
Handy.
ask how to spell something or a trivia fact or something, without looking at a screen device is really useful for us in our house.
And while I still use things like the Logitech pop buttons for light control, I have a Philips Hue system at home, and sometimes I just Alexa, turn the lights off.
Yeah, I'm
That's
actually really looking forward to. I was talking to Will before the show so we have Google Home at our house, and I am probably about to get a Roku, and I know that there's a way to tie the Google Home to the Roku so that I can make it launch things on the TV.
I'll have to look up specifics for that.
And navigate there's a third-party app you can use and navigate the menu by voice. And I'm really looking forward to that because it also, if you don't have the remote, you can just yell at the thing and it works, and that's great.
Yep.
I love yelling at things and making them do things, So, okay, so the UE Blast, $180, 4 stars, no editor's choice?
No, because the low end support, and it's still a bit more expensive because you can get a better sounding Bluetooth speaker, and we still really like, if you don't need portable, the Sonos One is still sort of the best starting Alexa enabled multi-room speaker.
The Sonos One
we
sounds
quite like.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It really does.
This is a good showing for what it is, but it's still a bit limited for us to really give it an editor's choice.
Okay. Well, any more questions out there? Terrific. Well, thank you very much. This has been one cool thing with this portable, ruggedized, water-resistant Alexa speaker. We will be back tomorrow with another cool thing, live on Facebook at 10 a.m. Eastern if you want to bring your comments and questions. And of course, anytime on YouTube, we have a new One Cool Thing every day.